And here we go with a very short site tour in Overend Road. View from inside the big workshop area out the back. You can see the big windows. Right, the new roofs discussed before. Hello Moog, happy as ever. Down here is the area into which we've deposited most of the old roof tiles, so we now have a reasonable surface upon which to work. All right. Also, while we're at it, did a bit of clearing down here, hence a slightly increased pile of trees, but there's this sort of grove that exists down here between the trees and the fence, which hope to make use of. There's the fence to the bit of parkland behind. Right, up and out of here. Jones the Volvo under its cover. 164s, which are sold but not delivered. Experimental roof, best ignored. Right. Going round back of the workshop, very large pile of rubble, bits of tree, soil, God knows what, that's all been removed from next door, including the strange appearance of 2 propane tanks buried underground. Right, this is the back with a little lean-to, some old bonnets that we came across, rotten, but got some letters on them and stuff. And this is the hazardous mountain trail that goes from mine through to next door and the back of the big garage, in which we find tree stumps from trees removed by Jordan and Co. Maybe a tad of detailing might be done on there. And been sweeping and removing an awful lot of leftover clag from Russian vine here in that area. Bit which was the trickiest was here, which is the corner of the big workshop at the back and the back of the stable building. And if you look at where there's soil sticking out the wall above those curb slabs, that is actually slightly lower than the level of the pile of rubble that was in here. So we removed all of that, and then we realised that to get down to the bottom of the door we had to go about 18 inches down as well. So we have dug an enormous quantity of stuff out of here, for it is a hole. There's some curbs that we've put there. It's a work in progress, but it's enabling our neighbour's ground to be that much higher than mine. Neighbours been having to go at attaching some gash timber to the leftover stumps so that he can replace the fence, which will be nice. And this, as I say, was the focus of all the work, and the size of some of the roots of the Russian vine, which had of course grown all the way up the stable and all up the roof and was completely covering the back of the main roof right the way up to the top. That's the interesting bit of detailing that was required when we discovered that the building was not square. That was interesting. It's a leftover bit of sheet which we turned into a sort of part sheet, part barge board, but it works, it seeps the water out. And yeah, we found bits of Russian vine that were 4 inches across. Absolutely ridiculous. But it's all gone, and hopefully it won't be going back, because this is where it was all growing from. Down here it's got underground and just phenomenal quantities of it. If I just pop down into here, oh, big hole. Right, and I'm now outside, back, and very rotten door to the garage, which will be replaced. We're hunting down a second-hand door for that, and I'll still be able to come out of here and then pop around the back through this little gap into another possible storage area, and as discussed with Stephen, possible idea of having the compressor in this corner, because that is the small workshop, that is the big workshop. View through the window to the road. Don't miss next week's exciting episode.